Hey everyone, I've missed everybody. Oh my god, I have a minute, so let's get to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to use Cocoa Vanilla Happiness and a little bit of Legendary, isn't it? So, my goodness, you guys, I have a crazy busy life right now. And for someone who doesn't do much, I've been doing much. So, I'm telling you guys, it has been a whirlwind. And Tim hasn't really been home, right? He's been doing 3 days, 72 hours, then home one day, then 72 hours, then home one day. That's how things have been going. But a few days ago, he was off. I think it was actually Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I think it was. He was able to be home for 4 days in a row, and we got a lot of stuff done because we have our Easter party that we're having on Saturday, and it's been like, okay, let's hurry up and do this. Let's while you're home, let's work our butts off. So poor dude, he can't catch a break. So that's what ended up happening. And it's been, we're going to get started here, because I only have so much time, you guys. I only have so much time. And then Cordell, I got rid of Cordell for a minute. I had him go pick up dinner. So, but he's ordering me food because his place is not answering, and he's going to have questions because the dude just, yeah. So I only have a few minutes. So I may end up having to pause the video quite a few times, but hopefully not, but you never know. And anyways, okay, so but in the meantime, when so what ended up happening is that he was working so much, but then Cordell wasn't leaving, and Cheyenne was home one of those nights, and she didn't, so when he left, she was actually home, and I didn't want to film while she was home. So yeah, it was just, circumstances were not there for me this time around, and I need to put my head in the way, you guys. I was hoping to get my hair done before the party, but apparently I called too late, so my hairdresser is booked solid. So now I have to look like an old lady, and I'm like, great. So I really didn't want to, but whatever. Wasn't in the cards. So it's like all of a sudden I care, and of course I can't get in. Isn't she cute? She's so cute. And so yeah, so then I'm like, whatever. Okay, my fault. You know, what is it? What is that saying? My emergency doesn't constitute my... Your lack of planning doesn't constitute an emergency for me. Something like that. It goes something like that. And I agree. I agree. So, I'm wholeheartly in love with that meme. Or that saying. Of course, I said it wrong, but I love it. So, just like that saying, don't yuck someone's yum. I love that saying. Because it's so true. So, it really is. So, you know... Things would not be around if someone didn't like it, right? So yeah, so we'll see. Got stuff falling everywhere here. Let's go down a little bit more. Did you just hear the turkeys? That was the turkeys. I don't know what I did with my pencil. I don't know what I did with my pencil. But hopefully, nope. Okay, we're good. Okay, so anyways, I have 3 layouts done, you guys. This is week 7. I have 8, 9, 10 done. So I actually have 4 layouts done. And I just need to film them. And I need them off my desk because I can't work on the rest of the weeks until I get rid of these weeks because I have no room to put them. I have nowhere to put these guys at. And so, yeah. What did I do with this? I had the scissors here a minute ago, but I just cut something, and I can't remember what I cut. Anyways, okay. But this is going to be cut off. You know that. So, hey, the picture looks kind of good. Let's see. And then we're going to get to my beautiful daughter here pretty soon. So, give me a minute. Oh, my gosh. Okay, here we go. I'm like, where is everything? What did I do? I've only not done this for 2 weeks, so... Oh, goodness, you guys. And then I've been making projects for the Easter party, so that way if anyone wants to take anything home, they can. And I have been having so much fun with that, and I haven't been able to put things on Instagram because I've been putting them, I've been finishing them way too late. So then with Tim being gone so much, I haven't been able to sleep as well. And so, and you know, I'm not sleeping very well. And then I get up at 3:30. I get up at 3:30. That way we can meet at the gym at 4:15. And it's just, you know, I'm tired, but I'm not sleeping. So it's easier when he's home. And this is my new chair. If you saw my Instagram, look at Deadpool. He is in the back of the chair. Is that not amazing? You'll see the front in a minute, but yeah, I'm gonna put my new chair. Okay, so let's get to my daughter. My daughter did the photo shoot this week, and they came out gorgeous. She's gorgeous. The photos are gorgeous. Just, yeah. I totally wish she would be a model because she is a natural beauty, and she does not wear any makeup whatsoever. And I mean, how more natural can you be like that, right? When you're just beautiful without any help whatsoever. And that's her. She is just naturally beautiful. And you know what's cool is that she's beautiful inside and out. She truly is. And so she's like her dad. She is totally like her dad. And yeah, they're beautiful souls. And yeah, I couldn't be more proud of both of them. So they're awesome. But I wanted to TN these photos also to have them bigger, but I haven't had time to TN because I've been doing all the little projects, and I'm really into the 3D projects right now. Like, really into them. I love them so much. They're amazing. And yeah, remember I told you guys that Nicole Silhouette lady? Yeah, amazing. I can't get enough of her dyes. I keep buying them, but I'm using them, so hey. Okay, so this is one of the shoots, one of the that had the light in the background. That's the light in the background, not the actual photo from my lights. But she's just gorgeous. There's way more photos, so you'll see more if you can't see them that close right now. So yeah, I'm in love with them. They were so, and she had a great time. And at the end, she felt beautiful, so she ended up crying at the photo shoot. She just felt really beautiful, and so they took photos of her, you know, just in that moment also. I didn't print those out because I just thought they were it was too powerful, and I wanted fun in my album. So the powerful stuff will stay, you know, as private, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. So, yeah. Anyways, I love this stuff. It came out so pretty. I love Cocoa Vanilla, and this collection was so worth it. It was so worth it. And I love the new collection that they have. Sunset or Sunburst, something like that. I bought it, but I haven't used it yet because nothing matches yet. So that's okay. They had wine on this photo shoot, and Cheyenne loves wine. She loves white wine, and she just was like, yes. So it was cute. It was a cute photo shoot because it made everyone comfortable. You know, they're out on a ranch, and it's the photographer's ranch, and they had the little stage things, the little props and stuff, but it was one-on-one, and so it was really just super sweet. Super sweet. I didn't go. I wasn't invited, and that's okay, because like I said, I wasn't invited for that, which is okay, because I mean, it was more beautiful with her, you know, feeling the way she did. And if I was there looking on, I'm sure it wouldn't have been as fun. But yeah. But it was here in Hollister, and then not too long after, she met her boyfriend, and yeah, and they're still boyfriend and girlfriend, very much in the the good stages of life, where they're both goal-oriented. They like being together. They talk about everything, because that was one of the things I recommended to her, was just, you need to have open communication from the get-go. If you're fretting about something, you know, you're going to stew about things, and that leads to fighting. And you know, I've done that my whole life with Tim, you know, treating him badly because I'm, you know, not a good person. And I said, that's not the life I want for you. Or, you know, the way that I treated her dad was not, you know, the greatest, and, you know, very immature and stuff. And, you know, I was a teenager and stuff. So, you know, you learn as you go too. And I'd rather be that role model for her and say, hey, look, these are my mistakes. Don't do those mistakes. You know, if you can live a happy life now, why not? You know, it's like, why, you don't have to fight with somebody to prove dominance or to anything. You know, you don't have to fight with people. You don't have to fight with your significant other. Her dimple is just so great. And these are the little pictures because they were the more of the posing, where the other ones were more just, yeah. So there's a rhyme and reason why these were the little ones. And but yeah, it's like, learn from my mistakes. And if you have someone you found who is willing to talk out everything and not willing to fight, why not, you guys? You don't, you know, you don't have to. It's not needed. Yeah, and his parents are still married, and they've been together. He's actually a year younger than Cheyenne. We laugh, and well, I laugh because that's who I am, and I'm like roar, and or whatever a cougar sounds like. And so, and but his parents are actually the same age as my parents, so that's kind of interesting. So they had him really late in life, and so that, yeah, it's really interesting actually. So but she got to meet them a few days ago, and they treated her really good. And his brother lives here in our area, Northern California, and they're very private. He's a very private guy, so you won't see him in my PL for quite a while. Probably not until probably the fall. Late fall is when you'll probably end up seeing him. Isn't she gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, so she met them, and they liked her, and they're talking about you know, saving up money, because they're really getting along. You know, they really like each other. He's at my house like every other day. Very respectful. I really like this kid. He's a cop also, and he's already made his dinner. He came to the house and made his dinner, steak and veggies, and it was so sweet. And yeah, he's just, yeah, I like him. And already putting him to work too, because he has a truck. Putting him to work with getting tables and chairs for the party. And he's like, yeah, let's go get them. And so yeah, so and I think it's been 2 months now. I want to say about 2 months, maybe a month and a half, something like that. And yeah, so it's just they're doing good, you guys. But they're talking about maybe in a year or so buying a house. So that, isn't she beautiful? No, I love her. She's so awesome. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't show you the whole layout though. There he goes. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, just so proud. So happy for her, you know, because who doesn't deserve, you know, to, even this kid, who doesn't deserve happiness in their life, you know? and it's amazing, and it's great. And I just feel he feels to me like a younger, like when my Timothy was young. Very, you know, just, he's very protective of her, and you know, he's just a good guy. And I hope it does work out. This is the most I've ever felt that it would work out for her. And they really talk about everything. So if she does something that he's like not happy with, he'll tell her, and she'll be like, okay, you know, I'll work on that. Not in the bad way, but more like fretting, because she frets. She's a fretter. She's like her dad. And he'll be like, stop, you know, stop. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's going on. I don't feel this. Nothing like that. So he calms her down, because she does fret. And I mean, she's always had high blood pressure because she's like her father. So, and he understands that, and he works with her, you know. They talk, they openly talk and communicate, and that's what Tim and I have. But Tim and I didn't discover this, that it actually helps our marriage by talking about everything, until my 30s, and that's when things changed for us. But they really changed for us in my late 30s. And that's when I kind of feel like like I hit my pubescent age. I left it behind, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to grow up. So, and start, you know, treating you nicely and stuff like that, because you don't deserve, you know, being treated badly. And, you know, it wasn't like every day. It just, you know, there comes a point where I'm bossy. You know, I'm bossy and I'm controlling. And I had to learn to stop, because I was going to lose my husband. That's when I tell you guys, you know, when we talk, my life is a fairy tale right now, but it wasn't always like that. And that's because of that. I mean, we almost divorced a few times because I would not calm my butt down. And I'm like, yeah. And then when I finally, the switch turned in my head, I was like, okay. And then what ended up happening is that we ended up communicating. And, you know, I would tell him, and this was one of my biggest words that I learned to tell him, was that my heart doesn't want to fight with you, but my head does. Because, you know, when you're PMSing, and it's like, that's the biggest time of, you know, when things can go wrong in a marriage, is when you know, your hormones are going. I've had a partial hysterectomy, so I still have an ovary and my cervix, so I still have those things running through me. And some days are worse than others. And then when I have regular autoimmune diseases, they kind of trigger a little bit more, and it feels like my hormones are all over the place and I can't control it. And so what Tim ends up doing, is my friend in my new chair, is he talks to me, and he talks to me calmly. He talks to me, we do that. So that has helped our marriage, is open communication. And I will tell you guys, if you can do anything in your life, the open communication is what is needed to help. I mean, really it is. So, I mean, why do people go to psychiatrists? Because, you know, talking to somebody helps. And if you can talk to your spouse and they're willing to listen and they're willing to work with you, you know, you're willing to work with each other to make your marriage work, then why not? Why not? Why do you have to fight with your husband or your wife or your significant other? Why? You don't need to. It's not needed. And it took me a while to learn that. And so, hey, and if I could teach her anything, it was that. It was just, he doesn't want to. He is not someone who needs to win an argument. And that's Tim too. Tim has never, he's like, because everybody, you know, when we were growing up, everyone was like, oh, you're so, you know, so whipped. And, you know, the not so nice terms, because, you know, people. And so they would always tell him that. And he's just like, no, I just pick and choose what is important to me, what is worth fighting for, and what isn't. And that's how come he was always the way he was, is because, and why I was, because I always push and push, because I'm like, hey, you know, I need to be more mature. And, you know, that sucks when you're not. And so, yeah. And if I can relay anything to her, there's kids outside playing. I just heard them yell. So Dory's like, hey, then that would be my biggest advice, is to have communication. And so far it is working wonderfully for both of them. They both talk, they both do things, and it's nice. They went away for 4 days together, and they went on a little adventure, like wine tasting, because she loves wine. And like, this is those little charms I got on Project Life Obsessed. I showed the little charms I got. That is, I just thought the banana was cute. Dory, the banana was cute, so that's what I used. And yeah, and so they went on that little trip and they loved it, but they came back and because you know, they were talking and they're like, yeah, we're tired of eating out, because I guess when they met each other, what ended up happening is they started going out more, and they go to restaurants and stuff, and so they said, let's not do that anymore, and let's do meal preps. So they came to my house, you know, the house, and they bought groceries on Sunday, and they worked as a team. I was like, you're on your own. I'm crafting. This is my day. I had 4 days of your dad home, and I was napping. I was just with him, and I loved it. But I don't do much crafting in my main craft room when he's home. And so I said, no, this is my day. I'm gonna have my day. And so she and he cooked. He went and barbecued all their chicken for the week, and she meal prepped in the house for their burritos, breakfast burritos, and stuff like that. So, but it was cute, because my Timothy is he's a pain in the butt, because I'm a big girl, and I never used to be, right? It's just my later on in life years, I've gotten way bigger. But one of the things that we always did as a treat was, when he wasn't with us, we would go splurge on something, you know. We would go get like ice cream or go to a restaurant, because Tim is not into restaurants at all. And so growing up, we never went to restaurants. And unless it was someone's, my parents always treated us, or it was someone's birthday, but never, no once a week, nothing. I mean, we would get like Papa Murphy's and bring stuff home, but we never go to restaurants. And so, she's like, he's kind of like that, where he's like, did we really need to? So she saw, because he's very health conscious. And so but there's some days, you know, because she lost 100 pounds, so she was a big girl. And this is the day we went and got massages. And it was so yummy. And so he's like, wait, you want another coffee? She's like, yes. So they're playing around, and so he gives her a hard time about her coffee and how much she loves it and stuff. And so it's just cute. And but anyway, so they came home and they meal. Well, anyway, so she says, Mom, she says, okay, when we want a treat, we got to go together. And I'm like, heck yeah. So if that's a bonding thing that we can do together, yeah, okay, see you later. So, but right now, Cheyenne and I are really into poke bowls, which on Weight Watchers is very low in points, very low in points. And it is so delicious to have sushi, like, in that kind of form. It's just magical. It really is. And so that is our latest obsession together, is trying out these poke bowls around us, and it has been amazing. So yes, for poke bowls, thank you. So yeah, hold on a sec. Let's see. I guess Cordell's gonna have problems. So let's try and help him a little. But it's going to turn off in a second anyways. So, wonderful Dory, it says. This is wonderful Dory. Oh, so cute. Okay, one more. And are we seeing everything? It looks so good so far, right? So, I'm so happy with it. Oh my goodness. Let's see if this kid can order my food for me correctly. Because he went to get me sushi. I found a gift card. I almost threw away a gift card, because they come in those little paper things, like a business card, and they just sign the back. Oh, it's gonna turn off. And I almost threw it away on accident. I was like, oh! Okay, so we're staying with the oh. Because I'm like, oh, sushi. And then Tim got the call that said he's going to, he's again on 3 days. So he will be, gone for 3 days again. And so but I told him, I said, dude, you are not working Friday and you are not working Saturday, because what ended up happening is Cheyenne and I ended up on Friday. We bought a plane ticket a couple weeks ago, and we were going to do a spur of the moment. Well, it was a spur of the moment trip to LA real quick, just to go to downtown Disney and bring back for the party on Saturday some treats, you know, because they had the caramel apple chicken stuff, and the plane tickets were less than what I spent at Hobby Lobby like the week prior. So I was like, okay. So we were like, okay, let's go. So we were all booked, we were all settled, and then she gets the call last week that said that she is mandatory to work on that Friday, and I'm like, no way. So we're like, oh man. So we rescheduled for later on in the month. And then it turns out like 2 days ago, one of her coworkers bumped her off of that overtime and took it. And I'm like, it's for a reason. I believe in fate. And there's a reason we weren't supposed to go that day. So it's okay. It's perfectly okay. This was my laundry room that he finished, and that's how I set it all up. Isn't it pretty? That's all the extras, because I have my kit, but that's all the extras I have of supplies. And in here are the extras like Swiffer dusters and more of those cloths, those, what are they called? Those microfiber cloths. And Tim hates them. Tim has to wear gloves when he uses them, and it's hilarious. So, and which is funny because I bite my nails and they're so nasty and ratty that they catch on the fibers of the microfiber, and I don't wear gloves. And so I was like, you wimp. So I was giving him a hard time. And yeah, that's what you do when you love someone, right? You give them a hard time and then laugh about it. So okay, that's fine. And then so anyway, so yeah, so I'm all over the place, aren't I? I did that again to you guys, didn't I? But yeah. So anyway, so we're not going, but it's okay, because I told her there's a reason why we weren't supposed to go, and that's fine. So what we'll do instead is we'll go, because what we were going to do, oh, I didn't tell you. So we were going to go up in the morning, get to Disneyland. It's not open yet, but get to downtown Disney, get our treats, probably do the egg hunt they have there in downtown Disney, and then we were going to get on the plane in the afternoon. So we were going to go up and back the same day, and it was perfect. It was such a perfect flight, and it was such a perfect price that it was meant to be, right? And so we did it, and and then we had to cancel it, and it was like, no. But on the way back home, we were going to go to Costco and get the party stuff. But, you know, since that's not happening, we're going in the morning. And what ended up happening is that she's actually going to leave me Friday, and we're going to go do our shopping in the morning. She's going to come back home, help me unload and everything else. And then that night, she has dinner with his family. She gets to meet his brother and stuff. And her her name is Cheyenne, C-H-I-Y. And sorry, Tim's working. And but the brother calls her How's Wyoming. He calls her Wyoming, and she loves it. And I think it's so cute because it's, you know, it's endearing, and it's not insulting. And but the only bad part is that he has a like a 2-year-old child and a newborn, and she's gonna go meet them, and I feel so bad for Shy, you know, because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I mean, she feels, you know, glad and happy for people, but at the same time she gets heartbroken, you know, because that was her dream, was to be a mom and to have a child, and for her not to be able to is just, it's heartbreaking. And so but yeah, so, but he knows this, and he because of her tattoos, everybody asks right off the bat, and so she tells them, and so they know. And he has said okay, and he has stayed, so he has no problem with it. He wants to be a dad too, but if they have to, they're gonna do the, well, they have to do the adoption route, and he's perfectly fine with it. So I really feel like he's the one. I really do, and I really do. So it's really neat. And he's a very chill guy, which she likes, because she's like, I'm very loud and very hyper. And he's very like, go with the flow kind of thing. And so it works. It works for them. And so I told her, I said, that's what your dad and I are, yin and yang. You know, where I'm like spur of the moment. Let's just do it like what we did for Disneyland. Tim's like, no, I can't. He has to plan weeks ahead of time. He cannot do spur of the moment, and and so that makes me laugh, because she can, which is great, but my Timothy cannot do spur of the moment stuff, and so he just laughed at us when we planned it. But we're going to go in the end of April, which they're supposed to open up that day. So, and it's supposed to be for California residents, which finally there's a benefit to being in California. Finally, we'll see. But yeah, anyways, all right guys, I love the title card. I just thought it came out so beautiful for, you know, for basically featuring her in her photo shoot. Oh, now that I'm done rambling, ramble, I don't like the crooked hearts. I don't like the crooked hearts, so it's gonna bother me. Boop, boop. Okay, anyways, let me say thank you to the 3 ladies who said something nice to me. Let's see, Alicia Moore, Teresa Clary, and Barbara Haish. I love you, ladies. Thank you so much for always leaving me beautiful and wonderful comments. To my lurkers, I love you guys too. Thank you for being here and watching my channel and sticking with my ramblings and knowing all about my family and what their business is. You all up in my business. Well, you only know someone's business when they tell you. So yes, so I'm telling you. Fun. Okay, what do you guys think? She is so beautiful. And my mom's so beautiful. I just love my family. Your puppies are beautiful. All right, guys, take care. I will be back soon because, yeah, I have 3 layouts done. I have 3 more layouts down. Move this inside, bring the other one, and I'm going to work on the other one. I have nothing to do tomorrow and Thursday. I have nothing to do. But Friday and Saturday, I'm done. I got to work my butt off. But come Sunday, yeah, resting time. All right, guys. Love you guys. Take care. Big hugs. Big loves. We'll see y'all later. Bye.